What's going on, YouTube? Just thought I would do a little video here, a little tutorial or how to about how to get the receiver um, out of a Traxxas model. As you guys can see here, I have my Traxxas Rustler VXL here. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to take, like I said, the receiver out of a Traxxas model, and I mean they're pretty much this all the same. You have this top panel here, has two screws that the cords come out of, and then you also have like this top part here, and then there's a screw here and a screw here, and then these two lower screws here actually pull the entire thing off. Okay, for this demonstration here, we'll just be removing this top plate, or this top cover here and this top cover here, to get the receiver out. And also to mention, these two screws right here are a little bit smaller than these screws here. Okay, but anyway, so you just remove these screws here. I'm trying to get it so you guys can see with my hand here. You just remove these two screws like so, and that that cap pops off just like that. Keep my screws together, that's very important. So you just unscrew these other two screws. Okay. Do that. Okay. And then the entire thing comes off like that. Now, this blue little thing right here, this is your water seal. This is your little gasket. Keeps it water resistant. And then obviously you have your receiver box, or your little receiver here. It's some double-sided sticky tape. I've already taken it out once, so that's why it's not so sticky. But anyways, I'm going to take this out, and I'm actually going to put it in the T-maxx for right now. I still need to replace this for the T-maxx. So for right now, just so I can take the T-maxx outside, I am going to just swap it out. Now, I stopped because it's important to remember what you guys have and what channel here. I have my ESC, so you guys can follow this wire here. Follow that wire. That's the right wire there, going to my ESC. That is in my channel 2 position. Channel 2, but it's actually the third set of prongs, because channel 1 actually has two sets of prongs in there. So it's channel 2, but it's the third set. Okay, and then my servo, which is this wire over here, goes to channel 1, the very first one. So channel 1 is your steering, and channel 2 is your your ESC or your throttle, and this is just the Traxxas Link TSM 2.4 gigahertz receiver. It has a lot of other channels. I only utilize just the stock 2 that that they have stuff plugged into. But anyways, make sure you guys keep that in mind. So like I said, channel 2 is your ESC, channel 1 is your servo, and like I said, this one here just goes on the very first one. If I had a second servo, probably go on that one there. So take that out, and then also make sure your antenna, your black antenna wire here. You're gonna need to just pop this off, and slide it down through there, and then just pulls right out. See? So this is what your receiver will look like. Here's your antenna lead, and then you got your channels there, and that's it. I priced one of these out at the hobby shop, I think like 30 bucks. So I mean, it's not too expensive, but I mean, it is, it's not just an average $5 or $6 part. One thing to note, the reason why I had to take this top cover off, and you guys can try it if you don't believe me, because I've tried it, and that's the reason why I do it, because I can get the black I can get this black wire out without removing this. But as soon as I get to the metal piece, obviously the metal kind of overlaps the black wire. As soon as I got to that piece there, it got hung up. So, like I said, that's the only reason why I had to take this off. If I didn't have to, or if this metal casing wasn't here, I probably wouldn't have to. But I do. And then obviously, if you're trying to replace a servo or something, I mean, obviously these black connectors are not going to fit through, because I mean, this is a pretty here. Actually, I'll just take them out just to show you. This is a pretty tight fit. See how it kind of, see? I mean, look. I mean, it literally, you guys probably can't even see in there. I mean, there's a very small amount, and really, I mean, you can't even see in there from this side. I personally haven't gotten this thing like super wet or submerged or anything, but I have seen things on YouTube, and from what I can tell, these boxes are pretty waterproof. A couple of videos that I watched about it, a couple of them did have like a little bit of water, just like a couple of little drops of water, and they were like totally submerged. So I think that is pretty good. Again, it's not waterproof; it's water resistant, guys. So that's the claim to fame on that. When dealing with electronics, nothing's waterproof. But like I said, these boxes do pretty much keep the water out, or snow or whatever else, or dirt. I mean, you guys see, I mean, this thing is pretty clean. It's pretty clean, so not much has really gotten in there. So, alright, now that I have my receiver out of my rustler, just kind of tuck all that away. Actually, let me put these two screws back in the hole. Losing screws is never fun, especially if you don't have any spares, because then it means you gotta go to the hobby shop. And most of the time, when I need to go to the hobby shop, they're not open because it happens at 8 o'clock at night, and the hobby shops around here aren't open at 8 o'clock at night. So, with that being said, basically, as you guys seen a minute ago, to put this back into another vehicle, it's real simple. Again, you take your ESC wire and you plug it into channel 2. And if you guys notice, it's kind of hard to see, but you got a negative sign all the way to the right, a positive in the middle, and then a ground all the way to the left. And if you guys look here on the wire, you have your black, your red, and your white. Your black is your negative, your red is your positive, and then your white is your ground. Plug your ESC into channel 2, and then make sure that you line it up to where your black is all the way, your black wires on all the way on the right side, channel 2, which again, remember I said that it's your third set of prongs. Same thing obviously for your servo or servos. Line it up the same way. We have your black on the right, channel 1, which is your first set of prongs. Set that boy in there, and there you go. Okay? And then obviously you just set it in there. You can just tuck the wires in there, get some zip ties, whatever, make it look nice. For this little application here, I'm just going to simply just kind of shove them in there. So you're going to take your top cover. The T-maxx is a little bit different. The T-maxx, you don't have to screw anything. What you do is you're going to take your black antenna wire. And there's a little hole in there, if you guys can see that. Hope you guys can see that. You're just going to run it through. And then up through the top here, grab that. Okay. And then, like I said, unlike the rustler, this one here has two little lips. Basically, you just put them in the side here, snap it in there, And then make sure all the wires, there's no wires around here, make sure it closes without any resistance. And that's that. And then what you can do is this one here just has a little clip. Put the clip in there, and now that's it. It's secure. Now what you're gonna do, take your blue antenna, whatever this thing's called, and just slide it through here. This one's a little bit tight because I've already used it. I'm just trying to, there we go, slide it in there. And then what I do, I'll try to get up as high as I can, and then slide that on there. Forgot about that. Slide that part on there. And just shove the rest of that antenna wire back down in the box. Okay. Put your black little antenna cap on. Just like that. And this little tool should have came with your T-maxx. Just slide that boy on there like that. Push down with just a little bit of pressure. And screw that on there. You don't want to over tighten it or you'll strip it out. That didn't work. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Forgot a step here. Hold on. What you're going to do, make sure you put this blue piece, this little blue tube, make sure you push it down in there. Sorry, that's the part I missed. And then with this here, now you're going to apply a little bit of pressure and it'll screw in and it'll actually hold the blue tube with the antenna on there. Like I said, you don't want to tighten it too much or you'll strip it. That's good right there. And there you go. That ain't going anywhere. So as you've seen, guys, I just took the receiver from my Rustler, put it in my T-maxx. It's the exact same receiver, just in a different vehicle. And then obviously I'll have to pair it up with the remote here, and we'll be back in business. Like I said, guys, this is just a standard Traxxas 2.4 gigahertz receiver. I can take this receiver out of the T-maxx now and go put it in anything else, and just pair it up with the proper remote. So, all right, guys, I hope this was informative. Hope maybe somebody learned something, answered some questions. Like I said, if you guys do have any other questions or concerns or comments or anything, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. More than happy to answer them. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, get this receiver paired up with the remote, and I'm gonna be outside here in a minute. So until next time, guys, as usual, please comment, like, and subscribe if you have not. Also, hit that notification bell. This way you guys will be notified as soon as my videos come out. And, please tell your friends, your family, share it, hit the thumbs up, smash that like button for me. Until next time, see y'all later.